Hello everybody, welcome back to Time Guide DBZ. I'm your host Vinny, and today joining me is my nephew, Carson, as well. Say hi, Carson.
Hi. Hi. My favorite anime is Demon Slayer.
Okay, definitely. At this current time, yeah, I've been catching up with Demon Slayer. Today, we've actually here for a
Death Battle.
We're Death Battle reaction, yes. Finally, after like 3.5 months, we're finally actually ready to get back into the scope of the Death Battles, and hopefully this today is going to be between Harley Quinn versus Jinx, Batman versus League of Legends. I never personally played the mobile game. Carson has heard somewhat about. Have you played the game?
Yes, I've played the game, and one of the characters is a little overpowered.
Okay, a little bit overpowered. I get that. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and do a reaction to that. But before we do, I just want to talk about a couple things. For any of my Dragon Ball fans, unfortunately, Dragon Ball Super Hero, the new movie, has unfortunately been delayed. So we will not be getting a movie announced or the release date just yet. We'll hopefully at a future time and date we will get something. Will Smith smack, completely disrespectful. I mean, it's commendable to his wife, but I'm gonna be honest. Who else saw him laugh in the stands? Because personally, for me, I'm aware that that's a little that tells me a different story right there.
Have you guys heard the new Will Smith song? It kind of slaps.
Will Smith song. I don't know that one. You know, does he make songs? I didn't know. Does he make songs? By the way, before we do get started into this, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and also to share this with your friends, family, and strangers. Because remember, sharing is caring, y'all. Okay, sorry, I covered your face there. Sharing is caring. Mm-hmm. We'll go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. I'll let you click. Perfect. Oh, wow, I'm sorry.
Their new intro actually looks very cool.
Their new intro? Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Harley Quinn, DC's fantabulous anti-hero. Jinx,
yeah.
The loose
I think
even we live in a society that adheres to strict laws and norms, but these two ladies turn that system on its head with their wild enthusiasm for destruction and chaos.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Yeah, this will be interesting.
Born to a middle-class family in the heart of Brooklyn, USA, Harley Quinn had long lived a life of mediocrity. She had embarrassing parents, annoying siblings,
and a high school life that sucked. Even more than, like, the normal ones.
She never quite felt like she fit in anywhere. But despite this, Harley knew she was destined for greatness.
So, inspired by a childhood crush turned psychotic murderer, Harleen spent years training to be a world-renowned criminal psychiatrist, eventually traveling to Gotham City's infamous Arkham Asylum to research the most dangerous criminals on the planet, like Batman's arch-nemesis, the Joker.
But after analyzing the Joker and his horrific, unspeakable history as a homicidal clown, and Jared Leto, she came to realize one truth.
The Joker was actually a misunderstood angel squashed down by an unjust society and wrongfully harassed by that son of a bitch Batman.
I just recently watched The Dark Knight. I personally enjoyed that
leading
Batman
Harleen to see a warped reflection of herself through him.
And that's even including
breaking him out of prison.
Tools of maniacal mayhem, including her iconic hammer, electric buzzers, and bombs of all shapes and sizes, like the dreaded banana cream pie, the most evil of all pie flavors.
When she wants to get around quickly, she can use her handy-dandy pogo stick, which she straps rockets to. That doesn't seem safe.
Speaking of unsafe, Harley's most versatile tool is her pop gun, a rotating revolver with special ammo rounds, like a boxing glove. Whoa!
Whoa! Close one!
And binding confetti. Whee! And did I mention explosive rounds, which...
Wow, you just...
Ah, my leg is gone! Oh no! Oh wait,
technical difficulties.
There he was. I'm fine.
Good job. Because yeah, you just ruined it. All right, we're back.
Her arsenal with unparalleled gymnastic skills, making her far deadlier than your average criminal. She can even keep up with experts like Deadshot and Catwoman, even Batman at times. The peak human superhero that can dodge lightning and survive this alien device exploding, which obliterated multiple city blocks.
Yeah, I think that stretches the term peak human just a bit. But hey, he's the goddamn Batman, so We'll allow it.
Unfortunately for Harley, despite her unwavering loyalty to the Joker, their honeymoon period did not last. He spent years abusing her, physically and emotionally, tearing her down piece by piece.
Then, when he got bored, he strapped her to a friggin' rocket and launched her halfway across Gotham City. Guess that's one way to say, no, it's not you, it's me. Bye!
Harley was left alone in the wreckage, abandoned by the one person she dedicated her entire life to.
Until fellow villain Poison Ivy came by. She nursed Harley back to health, literally healing her from a damaged relationship. Ivy even gave Harley a chemical concoction that granted her superhuman strength and a healing factor.
I suppose a healthy relationship can sometimes feel like your own superpower in and of itself.
Yeah, and those two definitely seem like very good friends.
Okay.
What the hell is even that?
At her side, Harley
That
went
one
on
might
to
be.
rebuild herself as a famous anti-hero,
Probably
leading
should've
teams like the
been
Gotham
the
Sirens
best.
and Suicide Squad. She worked on developing new skills, built around her own strengths rather than that of her past.
Like learning to use her lifelong knowledge of psychoanalysis to manipulate her foes mid-combat.
And creating tons of her own chemical concoctions, like tranquilizers and sleeping gases that can incapacitate metahumans. She even reverse-engineered her former flame's trademark Joker Venom. This deadly substance excites the laughter centers in a person's brain and forces them to laugh until they suffocate.
Harley was clearly on top of the world, but nothing caps off self-improvement like a Rocky Balboa training montage. So Harley went to Themyscira of all places to get a combat internship with the Amazons, just like her favoriteest superhero, Wonder Woman. And imagine going from bashing random goons in Gotham to fighting alongside immortal warrior
So
goddesses.
She became agile enough to jump between
She what?
skyscrapers and
She
strong enough to
hanged
rip an
someone?
entire palm
she
tree
probably
out
has.
of the ground with her bare hands. Based
Whoa.
on the size of the tree and the weight of an average palm by
Dang.
foot, that weighs about 600
100
pounds.
pounds?
And she
This
can
one
hold
is
it one
lifted
handed,
600
so her
pounds?
actual strength is
Dang.
probably at least twice as much.
Enough to
That's
lift
at
a
least
full-grown
50
brown bear and throw it like a rag doll. Hell, her skills advanced so far, she was appointed a herald on the War World Apocalypse. You know, the planet ruled by the living embodiment of evil? Even the actual personification of the
Knocked out Wonder
DC
Woman
editorial
Toxins
staff
by being
likes to
stuck
call
in
her
rock
in to
and
help with tough jams.
As the years went on, Harley surprised literally everyone by transitioning from supervillain to superhero. She partnered up with other heroes, became a psychiatrist again, and legitimately started helping other vigilantes with trauma, like Jason Todd, who definitely needed that.
In fact, the
definitely.
Bat family she used to antagonize and ridicule eventually accepted her as kind of an extended member of their group, teaming up with her to save Gotham from her toxic ex. Good for her. Guess we're not going to talk about when she went back to the Joker a couple times, huh?
In the end, she may be a little nutty, but you'd be mad not to love Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah.
In my personal taste, she kind of looks
The
a
world
little
of
ugly to me.
Runeterra.
What? What the fuck?
Is a wondrous fantasy land of
To each
advanced
your own,
technology,
to each your own.
arcane magics, and legendary
Props to her,
champions.
like, for real.
But on
You gotta
its
respect her.
northern shores are two
Yeah,
cities
respect how
locked
she
in
where she
political
got
turmoil.
she got hurt
For
and
decades,
she built herself
Piltover's
up
vigilante
again.
have exploited the undercity of Zon,
have what?
forcing workers into unsafe conditions.
All right,
and
real name
brutalizing the
Powder.
populace
Name
with
is Bruce
terrifying
Cannon. She's
police
18 years
enforcement.
old
Oh,
and
so like New
5'3".
Jersey. You could have just said New Jersey.
Until one
5
day,
foot
a
3
wild,
inches.
loose cannon would literally explode onto the scene. She gave those uptight topsiders a taste of their own medicine, menacing its people with bombs, gunfire, and even more bombs. This was Jinx.
She has
Jinx
a
destroyed
monkey
Zeppelin,
that is a
Jumanji'd the
bomb.
shit out of the local
Like
zoo,
it's
and
like, you know, one of those monkeys
quit
with
the street
like the
signs.
symbols.
What a monster.
She has a
Now those
monkey
monkeys will
symbol
never find their
bomb.
way back.
Only the enforcer, Violet, could hope to
Okay.
stop her. But even armed with massive gauntlets weighing over 4,000 pounds each, Vi could not definitively overcome Jinx's magnificent arsenal.
I'm done
of
trying to figure out how these
monstrosities.
people are able to
Man,
lift 4,000
they're so
pounds. This
evenly
is
matched.
fiction.
It's
I'm
almost
just gonna
like
take it
they're
as it is.
related. Anyway, Jinx can burst open birds with her trusty Zapper Shock pistol, turn enemies to Swiss cheese with her Pow Pow minigun, and blow bad guys to bits with her Flame Chomper grenades.
But Jinx's favorite weapon is her Fishbones rocket launcher. So much so, she rides it like a rocket-powered pogo stick. Well, that
What?
seems
Yeah.
even less safe.
Well, don't let her manic attitude fool you. Not only is Jinx tough enough to take a hit from Braum, a guy who can shake mountains with a punch, but she's wicked smart. Almost all her gear is custom made. She's even recreated Hex Tech, funky science powered by magic crystals. Ooh.
Including her handheld teleportation device. Oh, my bad.
Oh no, we're back.
Jinx
League
will
of
win
Legends? What a coincidence.
because she has more experience than Harley Quinn because she's been like fighting ever since she was like
I've
a
got in more
little
than 10,000
kid.
hours just in our college days, huh, buddy? League of Legends is a multiplayer online battle arena game forged in the flames of LAN parties and salty gamer tears. Oh. And as any professional will tell you, to play the game well, you need to min-max your character's loadout with the best possible items.
Yeah, and the worst
Get
mistake
excited.
you can
Briefly
make is
increase the
being
speed
new.
after kills.
Got
Sure.
some midterms all over again. No, Boomstick, stay in your lane. What are you doing in the jungle? Stop it, feeder.
Jinx's ideal loadouts
Right.
include Phantom Dancer, so she can phase through objects after landing a blow.
I'd like to phase out of this conversation.
Then there's the Quicksilver Sash,
Indeed,
which protects her
for
from
real.
status effects like sleep, paralysis, and poison. This includes forced actions, which make you do things you don't want to do. Hey, Boom, you want to pop into a match with your old Teemo from back in the day? I can set it up right now.
How about we move on to Arcane before I ram my foot up your ass?
Aww.
So, there's more to Jinx than what the main
For sure.
games depict. Before her infamous tomfoolery, most people around Zon knew her as an innocent young tinkerer named Powder.
Like pretty much everyone in the Undercity, Powder had it rough. She lost her parents in a conflict with enforcers, but had a bit of luck when she joined this cool foster family along with Vi, who was, guess, her sister all along. If you're wondering what put soap in their opera, Vi was a total badass, and Powder was desperate to also prove herself to her newfound family. And then she made a mistake.
Seemingly abandoned, Powder was left in the hands of the most notorious drug kingpin around. Silco was not the father she needed, but the one she wanted, teaching her to turn her perceived weaknesses into her greatest strengths. Thus, she became Jinx.
Even when the sisters reunited years later, they couldn't fully reconcile, setting up the game of cat and mouse in the game.
Jinx was an excellent rival, able to keep up with other skilled warriors like the bullet-dodging Echo, and survive the worst of Zon's toxic environments, which can kill normal people in minutes. After a near-fatal explosion, she was also infused with Shimmer, a toxic strength and speed-enhancing drug that permanently altered her body's biochemistry.
But Shimmer's side effects intensified her prior trauma, making her much more unhinged and prone to attacking with lethal intent.
Inspiring her ultimate weapon, the Super Mega Death Rocket! This baby's been powered by both Hextech and its even more volatile cousin, Chemtech.
That's even more explosive! Never got how much I appreciated the explodey options. Anyway, both Hextech and Chemtech are comparable in power to natural magic.
On par with what a badass mage like Lux is able to cast, such as Lucent Singularity, which can totally body these big ol' rocks.
Measuring their width with Lux's height, we can determine she destroyed almost 13,000 tons of rock from 30 meters away.
Promotional trailers show Mega Death Rocket matching the speed and power of Lux's Final Spark, a much more powerful attack that fires a Kamehameha of natural light.
So her rocket is not only super strong, but super fast. From powder to gunpowder, Silco couldn't be prouder.
But her violet streak grew grim until the day she met a particularly explosive Yordle. Ziggs bonded with her over their mutual passion for destruction, but his was more tempered.
What is that?
Control.
So
Thanks to
basically,
his wisdom, Jinx learned
it's a
little
cat
bit
that
of
likes
restraint when it
bombs.
came to exploding
that
things
likes
of a more fleshy
Yes.
nature.
Helping her tone down the wanton violence and recover some of her mental stability, like he's some kind of feline brand Jiminy Cricket.
And despite being on opposite sides of the bridge, Jinx and Vi remained sisters, ultimately still caring about each other in their own way, even if they were at odds more often than not.
Though you better believe that when things get boring and uptight, Jinx will be there to shake things up.
I feel like
All
she
right.
should have went to jail like a long time ago.
Yeah, possibly so. She seemed like she was bad. But personally, I don't know about this battle. Because, like, I gotta be honest. This felt like an ad to me. Like, this really, like, this character to me and that whole situation right there, that just felt like an ad.
Yeah. Well, sure, Harley Quinn like has a bigger arsenal, but that's the thing. She really doesn't know how to use it because she's killed like a few people, but not too many people.
Yeah, but these
Jinx
people...
has killed many people, like,
But
with
are they
hold
are
back.
they superhuman though? Like that's the deal. Because think about it, like Harley Quinn goes up against superhumans. Like she's gone up against Wonder Woman. She's gone up against people, and she's lived the tale to tale.
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
the difference between her.
Can Wonder Woman hit a mountain and break it?
All right, the
During
battles
trial,
are
she
set. You've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death
So
battle.
who do you think's gonna
Well, we're about to find out. I don't know. I appreciate they changed that up instead of making people. You know, you can just kind of like come back and do that. So, all right. Oh.
win? So it's gonna be Harley Quinn's first.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Whoa.
See what I mean by she has no control of killing people?
Oh, I just love exploding stuff. Ha, I like exploding stuff too. Why don't I start with your head?
Who do you want to win in this fight?
I kind of want Harley Quinn. I want to win, but I don't think she deserves to win because she has less experience than.
Right behind you.
Aw, thanks, pal. Traitor!
Honestly, I thought this would be like a.
Got a light? Oh, sure thing.
Oh wow.
She really doesn't care, honestly.
They both don't. They just kind of think it's goofy in a way.
Stop horsing around!
They are just. What
Yeah, they're kind of like they don't really care if they die.
They really
As long
don't
as
do.
they get to kill someone before they die, they really don't care.
That's definitely the case. It's just they're really goofy. You probably should have said, "Whoa, okay, wow."
See what I mean by Jinx? Is very powerful.
Got any games? No! My save file!
The one thing she cares about, the save files. Oh, wait, are they going through?
Oh, they're going through the dimensions. Like they're going through different dimensions. Oh, what?
Unfortunate.
Oh, they're like cartoons, yeah.
Well, the art style of them are kind of like.
This is honestly a really good battle. It's clean, it's nice. Like I want that to be very clearly understood.
Smells like
I think you have under.
Oh,
She is
Joker
getting
Venom. She put on the
unhinged.
joke. Yep, she put on the Joker Venom here.
She killed the person
you ain't crazy.
that was filming
You
this.
don't have that same style. Second opinion.
Oh no!
See what I
Oh wait,
mean?
no. Did they? No. Is she dead? Oh yeah, no, she's dead. Oh yeah. Harley just lost. I
Don't you
think.
want to get in close and savor my emotions as you deliver the final kill? Nah, bye.
Yeah, see what I mean by she does not care if she kills someone.
Dang. Sorry, Harley. Dang.
Wait,
I
her
will-
head.
Okay. It is what
Her
it
head
is.
came.
Yeah, her head came right on
Okay,
top of
fine.
that thing. That
Far
was.
more factors to consider than
Oh, they're
I
saying
thought.
results.
Harley
Healing
had more direct
factor,
combat
less
experience
brutal
against
gear,
superpowered beings, along with better
physically
training.
stronger, resist the toxins of venom, superior battlefield control. Those are the pluses.
While Harley lifting over 1,200 pounds is impressive, Jinx can compete with Vi, whose gauntlets weigh 8 times that in the game.
But this is an individual other person, bro. Like, this is not the same person. I don't.
Harley may have been more naturally acrobatic, but Jinx's hex tech and intangibility match and outclass that mobility. The teleporting tablet
not the
alone
same
can control
person
the
lifting
entire
600
fight,
pounds. This
since
is a
Jinx could
different
send
person.
herself or Harley just about anywhere.
And while Harley had a moderate healing factor, she's never regenerated entire body parts before. So a big enough kaboom
Right.
would definitely
So
kill
I can
her.
understand.
And Jinx's weapons were strong enough to do just that. In order to destroy over 13,000 tons of rock from such a distance, Lux's magic explosion would need a yield of about 20 kilotons of TNT.
And Jinx's Hextech and Chemtech are similar to Lux's magic in speed and power.
Even if we scale Harley's durability to Batman surviving this massive explosion, the potency of Jinx's weaponry outpaces it more than 300 times.
Sure, Harley is legitimately intelligent, but so is Jinx, as evidenced by her inventions and routinely outwitting Vi and her task force. Plus, Jinx is typically distrusting of people she's just met, so Harley's potential mind games were likely to fall on skeptical ears.
Jinx was much more likely to shoot first and ask questions
I can understand
Now,
that.
Harley still had her wide array of poisons and chemical agents, like the Joker Venom, which would kill most opponents in minutes. However, after living her whole life in the toxic cesspool of Zon, her tolerance for poisons is clearly much higher than a normal person. Not to mention, the Quicksilver Sash could simply end any unwanted effect on her. Ultimately, Harley couldn't stand up to
See, I feel like
Jinx's
that's the
physical
deal,
power,
though. Like, you should be
superior
dealing with the
technology,
base
or
stuff, like
overwhelmingly
what goes on the
explosive
person,
arsenal.
not
Harley clown
putting
around,
potential,
only to
like,
get her belt
equipable
rung by
items
someone
on
Well,
the person. Is that
you're
something that in the
thinking-
game that she has on
Yes.
She
Yes.
automatically has that.
Yeah.
Okay, alright then, we'll find it.
That's like, she doesn't automatically have that, but like it's one of the things that you can switch out that is very common.
Alright.
Like, but you have to consider that
Alright, let's see what's next time. Oh, we got Scarlet Witch versus... Oh. Scarlet Witch versus Zatanna. Okay. Alright then. Alright. I was wondering when we might be getting... Okay, so... They're beginning the first two battles with all female combatants, which I appreciate. But I'm, just kind of wondering. I've been hearing some rumors about Vegeta versus Thor. Where's that at? No.
Vegeta will win easy.
Will he though is the question.
Yes, he will.
You can't confirm nor deny that. Like I'm not gonna confirm nor deny that.
I refuse to believe that some long-haired creep that has a hammer will defeat.
You be surprised.
God.
There are some feats though. They're kind of sad that Harley Quinn didn't win because I've been watching a couple of movies of hers lately with Bird of Prey. And I watched the HBO Max original series. I've already stated this before, and I'll go ahead and say it again. Death Battle is, in a sense, like that of an argumentative essay. It's like a supporting clause or an argument. That's it. That's all you have. You have a supporting clause of an argument. I thought the Death Battle, though, was really good looking. Like, the actual animation was perfect. Y'all spent, I appreciate the fact, so usually a lot of times their first Death Battles are typically really good, and they take the time to flesh out all the animation styles and whatnot. But they did really good with this one, so props to them for doing that.
Probably my favorite art style in Death Battle is probably when they do the 4 pixels, where they make them pixelized.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they'll switch them into they're actually they look like they're humans, but they're still pixels.
And it's not to say that I'm not always like that with certain games. Or would not like that with certain Death Battles. I just know that, the last Death Battle that we had, the season finale between Popeye and Saitama was really beautiful. It went from different animation styles. You've seen pixelated to, regular 3D to 2D. Then you had actual 3D models at some point, and it was really cool. You've seen that transfer. And I appreciate when Death Battle does that, because that really kind of showcases their abilities and their skills and overall. So, yeah. You have anything else to say?
Well, the one thing that they've got wrong about Jinx is, basically, she isn't that psycho usually. When she gets, in Toxic, yeah, she's that psycho. But, it takes, a little bit because she has a resistance. She doesn't just go up to someone and put it to their chin like that immediately.
Yeah, I gotcha. This was our reaction to Harley Quinn versus Jinx Death Battle. Overall, 4 out of 5 because due to the animation, really. So we are going to go ahead and log off. So for all of you guys who joined us for this, I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you for the support in general. You all have given me over the years. We'll continue to keep growing with this channel, and we will hopefully get to 100 by the end of the year. So once again, thank you guys for checking this out. We love y'all, and we'll see you guys in the next video of Tom God DBZ. God bless and peace.